Okay. Hi, viewers of RedEye. My name is Will Ferrell.
What was that? Galifianakis.
And we're here this afternoon to talk about our movie, our major motion picture called The Campaign.
Champagne coming out in theaters August 10.
Well, you guys in the movie have a little bit of a debate or a fight over who can come off as more patriotic. Which is more American, mom or apple pie?
Where's the mother from?
It's just mom.
Was she born in the U.S.?
She immigrated here.
You know, it's tough to go against a nice slice of apple pie. It's pretty American.
I would choose my mom.
You choose your mom over apple pie.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna go with apple pie over your mother.
I would say a mother slathered in apple pie.
That's it.
What do you think your family would say about that?
They do it.
They do. Yeah, we do it. We do it
At your house?
Every Thanksgiving. We slather mom in apple pie.
How did that tradition get started?
And sing God Bless America. Yeah.
How did that get started?
We were drinking a lot of Captain Morgan's Spice Rum, and which I noticed there's a cafe out in front of the.
There is.
There's the Captain Morgan Spice Rum bar here at Wrigley's.
It seems like you guys would and have done pretty much anything for a laugh. What's something, if anything, that you would not do for one?
Now that I don't know, I feel like I've aged rapidly the last couple of years. I'm just like, I don't know if I want to do that, you know?
Like what? Something you've turned down?
Well, with comedians, they always want comics these days to take their clothes. Will actually started it all, which and greatly did. But when you're the first to do it, you don't want to be the second or third to do it, or the fifth or the sixth. But I don't know. They always want you to take your clothes off.
Yeah. And I've never done it, and this is going to sound crazy, I've never done it to get a laugh. Like, it's always been in the context of what the character... Like, in Old School, he went streaking because he got so drunk, and he thought he thought he was back in college, and it was a thing you did in college. So it was, you know, it always makes sense. So,
Sure.
yeah. But anyway.
Zach, I know you spent a little bit of time at SNL. I'm not sure, were you there at that time, Will?
I was, actually.
What interaction do you remember having in the short time that you were there?
I didn't have any interaction with anybody except my tears. Because those table reads can be pretty brutal when you are, for everybody, but when you don't really know anyone and they read your... I wrote a sketch for him.
Did we read it at the table?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was... I'd written... Britney Spears was the host. And
yeah, right.
I wrote a sketch for you to play the... in my mind, you were going to be shrunken down and you were going to be the security guard to her belly button. You didn't have that attitude with the table read.
You don't remember that?
Well, did I give
You read it.
Did
You
I
read it.
Yeah.
But it was. I'm like this. Like,
Yeah.
wow, how? Oh, you know, it's. I would imagine for like someone that's been on the cast for a while, a new person comes in, you're like, who's this guy? I totally kind of get that. You know what I mean? Not that you did that at all, but. It was, we didn't have really any interaction because I was
Even though
quiet.
I did ask Zach, I'm like, has anyone told you what you're supposed to do? And he was like, not really.
Yeah, I thought I was cast.
Yeah.
I thought I flew there. I thought I was hired to like be in a sketch or two. And they're like, no. No. There's your office. Go in there.
Right for people who are like,
Yeah.
oh, hi, how are you?
So you don't remember him pitching sketches to you?
I don't think there was that. It was just I wrote what I thought was good. Ooh.
And it didn't work out.
I mean, it's silent. If you told 25 to, how many people in that room? 40?
Like 40 to 50.
If you told them to be quiet for 4 minutes, they couldn't have been any quieter.
but that happens.
I heard a pin drop and it was a carpet.
You heard a pin drop and the echo was so loud. Some people lost their hearing. That's how loud it was.
You get a tough skin doing comedy.
But you know what though? That happens that's commonplace. Though.
Yeah, right.
The sketches fail all the time, and you just get used to it and you just keep plowing through.
Since we're on video, I was wondering if you'd be up for doing a question in your characters from the campaign.
I would love to. Zach is extremely uncomfortable doing that, so I can't. We're a team, and I can't.
I would do a character too, though, so we would all be.
Why don't you just do one?
Why don't you do a character
Let's-
that you
by
think-
myself.
Yes.
You do one, and then
That seems like it could get awkward.
And then we'll see if
we want to join
we
in.
want to join in.
Okay. I'll ask the question to Marty and Cam
Okay.
as Batman.
Okay.
Oh,
Does that work?
okay. You do have a good Batman?
Why should people elect you?
That was pretty good, Batman. There's a lot of reasons. I'm good with people. I can work the internet. I've got a great family, and I can drive a stick shift.
Batman, that's a great question, and I want to thank you for being here. You're one of my favorite superheroes, if not the most favorite. You're a favorite of my family's and everyone we know. There's not one person who doesn't like Batman.
Great.
Have you been working on that, Batman? That's pretty good.
For a few weeks.
Was it bad that your camera guy left the room when that happened? No. Oh, okay.
He usually leaves
Okay.
whenever I do impressions.
You say, "Oh God, here comes Batman again." He jumps off the thing.
I try to work it into every interview.
Yeah.
Where does comedy go from here now that you guys have worked together on the big screen?
Where does comedy go?
Yeah. Was it here?
Down the shitter.
Was it here?
Yeah, was it in the room?
I was here.
Where does comedy go from here? It's an odd but intriguing question.
Yeah.
It seems like it takes a long answer. I think shocking will I think we're at the pinnacle of shocking, unless people start doing things unlawfully.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing left to do, or what do you
No,
mean?
there's plenty left to do. Don't get me wrong. I just, I don't know. I don't know where. I guess my answer is I don't know where it's going to go because I have never thought of it.
Yeah, I don't think you think about it when you're in the eye of the storm.
Well, do you feel like things have changed over the last few years?
I think the internet has changed a lot of that stuff. I think as far as anything goes is more prevalent now. And I think audiences are willing to laugh at things that are maybe a little un-PC because they just realize now it's a joke. It's a joke. But I think a few years ago when it was really kind of like, oh, I can't believe they did that. But now I went and saw Jackass a few years ago, and I saw this 85-year-old couple dying laughing, and that made me feel so. I listened to them laugh more than watching the movie. It's so great. Yeah, because I was thinking comedy is also generational. Do my parents necessarily think what I do is their what's the expression? Cup of tea?
Bag of milk.
Bag of milk.
It's not their bag of milk.